All right, social media has done a lot of damage to our society, but one of the worst things it's done is it's given women an overinflated sense of self-worth. Okay, so what do I mean by that? All right, so you got to understand, like back in the day, maybe I'm not even say back in the day, like 10, 20 years ago. Okay, women were stuck in the vicinity of men that in the geographical area of where they resided, worked, whatever. That's who they met. Okay, and there were good, and nothing. And it's not like the women have gained anything. They've actually lost something. They've lost the ability to have a man who cares for them. Okay, and that's why they feel like they can get better men when they really can't. And it goes from the DMs. Okay, so imagine if in the 60s or the 50s, whatever, if women were able to DM John Lennon or Elvis Presley or whatever, okay, or in the 70s, James Hetfield, okay, imagine how different things would have been. Your parents might have not been your parents right now, okay? So you got to understand that high-value men don't take these women on Instagram seriously, okay? Now, it doesn't mean that they won't get, the high-value men won't send them a DM. So when they get a bunch of DMs, most of the time, they're from simps, losers, giving them likes, overinflating their egos, the women's egos. And the fucked up part of all of this is, the worst part is for the women, because even if a high-value man somehow DMs them and they get in touch with them, a celebrity, whatever, they're only trying to smash. Okay, high-value men like myself are not going to take women on Instagram seriously. Unless she's got like very few followers, very few posts, she uses it to keep in touch with family, whatever. Okay, but these women don't do that. These women are showing all their body parts, they're doing all these things. Now, the women always confuse sexual marketplace value and relationship marketplace value. Okay? So just because someone's DMing these women on Instagram or they're getting a bunch of DMs and their sexual marketplace value is high because they're still in their 20s, doesn't mean that their relationship material and that the relationship marketplace value is high. Okay? But women are stupid. So they think that when they get these DMs or when they have options because of social media, instead of being stuck in the geographical areas that the men in the geographical areas that they used to be back in the days, 10, 20 years ago and prior to all that, okay, they feel they have options when they really, really don't. Okay? So what happens is during their 20s, they feel that they're always going to land that high-value guy. So they don't commit. They get their body counts high. They fuck all these different guys looking for the right guy. But what they don't seem to understand is that the man that they want only wants them when they're young, only wants them if they're not on Instagram, with a low body count, and that's it. And then they hit their 30s, they stop getting as much clout as they did before. The DMs start slowing down. They're lonely. Now women only want to smash. I mean, look, I prefer to take women seriously in their early 20s. But doesn't mean I'm not going to smash a 34-year-old who looks okay, looks all right. And if that's the only thing around right now at this moment in time, I'll smash. But I'm not going to take her seriously. So when they get to their 30s, it's even worse. 40s, forget about it. But so all Instagram's done is giving them this false sense of hope, false sense of self-worth, overinflated sense of self-worth, overinflated egos, which is why they feel like they're the shit and men are expendable. but they are the expendable ones, because the type of men that they want is in the top 1%. Even if it's not in the top 1%, it's still a very low percentage of men. Let's say you make 60 grand a year and you're in shape. I think it goes down to like 3% of men are in shape and make 60 grand. So, and I'm not even talking about the millionaires that they want, which is what they want. But I'm trying to tell you that even someone who makes a man who makes 60 grand and is in shape is 3% of the population. So tell me who's expendable, us or them? So I guess there's two options for you as men. One, this one I'm not very hopeful, honestly. Stop simping. But there's always going to be simps, and if all the simps cease to exist today, life would be much better for us men, as far as finding a woman that's good. I'm not talking about sex. I'm talking about relationships. Finding a woman who could be a good mother, blah, 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 blah. But so long as these simps are online sending their money for feet pics, whatever, I've never even understood this shit. Why men send fucking money for feet. But, okay, like, I guess that's what they're into. But I still don't, if you like feet that much, why don't you just, I don't know, fucking look at feet at a pool or something. I don't get why these dudes, it's already weird, but they send money to women for feet. So when you meet this woman who sells her feet pics on Instagram or OnlyFans or whatever, and you're trying to talk to her, right? She might even like you, but her ego is so overinflated that it's going to be almost impossible to have a relationship with this woman, because she's gone insane. She's delusional now because of the simps. And once all things easy come to an end. I can tell you that firsthand, okay? All things easy come to an end. They come to an end, and it's done. Party's over. For the women, the party's over when they hit their 30, man. When they hit that 30, it's pretty much a done deal. They're not going to get the man they want, and that's why they settle. But if it wasn't for social media, they might be 22, get a 24-year-old with a good job, good looking. He's not like a celebrity, or he's not this or that, or got yachts, but she would be happy. But because she feels there's always something better, the possibility of something better, it not only fucks up the relationship dynamics, but it pretty much ruins her life when she hits her 30s. They're depressed, they're antidepressants. I see these hoes. I've been around a lot of women, gentlemen. They are very depressed in their late 20s, in their 30s, the 40s, they go psycho without a man. They're crazy women in their 40s. So who is actually getting harmed? The man who hits his high value in his 30s, his late 20s, his 40s, who can still go get a 24-year-old if he wants, still make money, or still start a family? Or is it the woman who gave up her fucking best years of her life chasing a fucking pipe dream on Instagram? Didn't work. She didn't land that high value man. And now it's fucked. So, yeah, just stop simping. Better yourself so that you're not a victim to bad relationships as a man. Because if you're not the best you can be, or appear to be the best you can be to women, they're always going to think they have a better option than you. And if they think they have a better option than you, and I don't agree with this. Look, I'm a poor man with too much money. I will never consider myself a wealthy man because I am a man of the people. So I understand. I don't make the rules though, gentlemen. It's what it is. The dating marketplace dictates the rules. So you're either going to be stuck with a woman who you simp over and hope she stays and doesn't find something better, or you can be better, and as soon as she doesn't like what you do, you give her the fucking boot. Subscribe to my channel, press that notifications button. We're growing every day. We're going to grow a little bit more. We're going to get to that 1 million. All right, gentlemen.